Long looks like the place to be. Right to this upper value area. Delta gave a good little signal on that one. We are all green. Now we are at an LVN, so let's see if we trade in the upper part of this LVN for now. Or that was a giant fake out. Nope. Massive fake out. Took an L on that one.
Illinois sues over national guard.
Still looking to get back in though. Green to red for me. A massive flush that was. It was a tricky flush. Tricky McTrickster. Still think it's long. I think it just flushed everybody out first. Bastards. Sneaky, sneaky bastards is what they are. There it is. All the way back to 430. You guys see that? Take your L's, get back in. It's always another trade. Yay, Jake. That's what I look like right now with my P&L. Oscillator's been saying long. Nice, Chuck. So this is the top of the distribution, right? But coming off of that massive VWAP support since pretty much the open, it's hard to short that, even though it would have just worked. Kind of annoying, actually. I think it's buy the dips. It's what it appears to be. I'll be right back, guys. Look, I'm still looking to get long. Still kind of traversing this
Goldman Sachs raises target
distribution.
billion to $210 from $200.
ES still at lows. Looks like it's trying to go red. Back to VWAP on NQ. Will it get bought up again? Or is that it? Back to VWAP and upper band here. Double bottom? I mean, we've been at this bottom since 9:43. We've tested it probably 10 times. 10 points away is, it's still pretty darn close. with the rest of the broader market tanking, I don't know. I mean, look at ES. Look at the Dow. Look at the Russell. Everything's going straight down. It's amazing that NQ is holding up. So if any of these bounce, that's going to bring NQ much higher, I feel like. Russell bouncing here. Some buyers stepping into the Dow. Crazy. Short squeeze or real buyers? Failed breakdown. NQ has been holding VWAP, I mean, which is pretty bullish in my opinion. Now, was that just a short squeeze? Shorts covering. We'll see. Very choppy behavior, guys. Tough to trade. Easy to get caught off sides. The good news is CVD's been going, the actual CVD, the actual delta, still sideways. So no real sellers or buyers stepping in. So can it get by this point of control? So far, that's a no. If we can get past the point of control, we can go to the other side of value at 176. It's trying. Sonny, sometimes you got to go back in and reactivate your order flow plus in the settings. That will cause it to disappear. Just got to reactivate. Still like long. It's just to keep flushing it every single time before we get it. Kind of getting stuffed again here. See if buyers can overwhelm it.
Johnson says he has many ideas to fix healthcare in coming months.
See if we can get some excess price to the upside. I'll scale out into that. But this has been a balanced market so far. Trading sideways. You bailed? Paper hands. Just kidding. Trying to be patient. At least to 75. Come on now. Don't tell me we're not going to test this side of value.
The report of X saying Hamas and Israel's delegation have arrived in Egypt, Sharm el Sheikh for ceasefire talks.
I would expect us to at least try to go up to 90 at this point. But we do have this low volume node pretty much between 80 and 85. That's given us a hard time. Is that it? Come on, push it. Let's go. To the moon. Long at 67 and a quarter. Up almost 10 points here. Yes. Ba-boom. Not bad. Not a bad trade at all. Awesome, Chuck. Good work. It was a good trade.
As Speaker Johnson says, there's nothing for us to negotiate on stopgap funding.
Ba-boom. I still have to come up with that concept, Jake. I'm open to ideas.
Johnson says
So that was the excess price I was looking for. All right, that's exactly what it did. Right back to value. Figured that would happen. Making progress. Good, Lager. Take a break. Stand up. Take a walk. The truth of the matter is this market is actually quite slow. All right, we have a distribution value area high at 76 to 43. It's a 30-point distribution from high to low. That's very tight. Do Hikinashi, look how choppy that is on the 1 minute. All right, I'm about at price target here, guys, at 971. I'm not going to push the envelope just to get $1,000, $29. Kind of silly. Okay, I'm going to move over to my Apex. So just to recap, 971 in the 150K, 526 in the 50K, both express funded. I'm going to trade my Apex and I'll go over to top one.
As Speaker Johnson says, Jeffries is making desperate pleas.
Morning, manhood. Sorry, I haven't been paying close attention to the YouTube chat. Sorry, guys. What causes excess price? I mean, that's the 15% on each side of a normal distribution. All right, so you got a distribution. Right? This is a distribution. If you understand statistics, 70%. This is the bulk of the distribution. Excess price is 15% on each side. You can expect it to go to either 70% because the bulk of the trading is here, but every so often we'll flesh out the other side of the distribution, and that's excess price. Failed upside auction, failed downside auction, whatever you want to call it. All right, I'm going to switch over to, is there slippage for scalp trades? So it depends on what you mean. I mean, there's slippage if you're buying on the market, you're going to lose to the spread, but you're not going to experience slippage in terms of not all of your contracts being filled at a specific price. You're not going to experience that in futures. Not with the size we trade. You'll get filled whatever the limit, whatever the bidder ask is at. There won't be any slippage really beyond that for the most part. All right, let's go to Apex. Let's see if I can get a second payout in this Apex account. That's the goal. And you do 250 bucks a day for 8 days. So JP, it depends on what you mean by slippage, right? Some people mean like when we're trading small caps, you get slippage because you take up all of the orders at a particular limit level. So even with a market order in futures, you're really not going to get slippage. You're usually going to get filled at whatever the ask or bid is. You're not trading 100 contracts. So when you do a 100 contract market order, it takes up the next 10 price levels, right? So that's another meaning of slippage. Like if you get an order book sweep, that happens in small caps, happens in stocks. It's not going to really happen with futures because you're not trading enough contracts. Now, if you drop 50 contracts on the ask in a cash account, then you'll probably experience slippage. But in the sense of not getting filled at the price of whatever the bidder ask is at, you're really not going to experience slippage in that sense.
Canada's PM Carney just released a statement here. Canada to supplement.
Now, if we're talking about,
Canada to release budget in full.
I mean, actually, I don't know what else there is, right? You're either buying on the ask or the bid. It is a market order, so you get filled on the ask. So there's really no slippage because you're expecting to get filled on the ask or the bid. Right, so tell me how there's slippage. Right, if I buy on a limit order, I know I'm going to get filled at that limit order. If I'm buying on the market order, right, I expect to get filled at whatever the ask or the bid is. Right, I know I'm losing to the spread, but that's not technically slippage. Let's just do a real quick order on slippage here, right? Okay, this is corn, right? On the DOM. Right? I'm using a much slower market so I can demonstrate this, right? All right, if I want to get filled long at 419.2, I need to place a limit order here, right? At 41.2, and it might not get filled, right? However, I could hit a market buy and get filled at 419.4, right? That's where the ask is. That's not slippage. That's just getting filled up. That's just buying the ask, right? Slippage would be if I bought 100 contracts at 419.4 and 10 of them got filled here, 10 of them got filled here, 10 of them got filled here, and the remaining got filled in here. The slippage was I took up all of these asks, I took up these asks, I took up these asks, and then I finally finished the rest of my order here. That would be slippage, just to be clear. Buying on the ask as a market order is not slippage. That's just buying on the ask. You're losing the spread, but that's not slippage. Thanks, Juan. Thank you, Jeff. Gold. To the moon. Who's long gold? If this holds, I'll go long again in Q. I want to see a turn, right? Everything is saying bearish, right? But not the actual delta is still pretty flat. So let's see what happens. See if the bears take over here. We just get a flush and reclaim. Waiting. Wait. Everybody wait. Yep, we got an IB. Let's see if we get a flush and reclaim. And we have an LVN here. I'll play along. 33.5. We've been teasing this area for a bit. NQ is like completely inverse the rest of the market. Nice. Little scalp there. Little scalpacito. Yeah, I only had one mini. Nice. Profit target hit an apex. Just like that, baby. Just like that. Waited for that long right here. We kind of hung out here with it a little bit. Patient, patient, long. That could have been it. That looked like a back test of monthly upper band there. No, I got rid of the Corvette, Jonathan. I did. Hello, Mr. VWAP. Hello, Mr. Dardis. So this is price discovery green. When we're in balance, they turn to white or white and black. And when we're below the VWAP, lower deviation, they'll turn red. So this is price discovery upside, price discovery to the downside, balance market. That's with the toolkit to be able to see that. What's up, Julian? Thanks, man. It was a nice Corvette. It was beautiful. I wasn't keen on paying $600-700 a month in insurance down here in South Florida on a Corvette. Nice. Nice, Jimmy. Good trades. We're going to get another long down here. I'm not taking, I already hit my profit target, so I got to move over to top one now. Long? We going long? What are we doing? Held again. Madonna strikes again. Job, JP. Excellent. It was after 10:35, you said. As long as it wasn't in the first 35 minutes or the first 5 minutes, right? Madonna's about all I can handle tomorrow. Brittany is a little much for me. All right, 10:46, everybody. Let's do a little trader check-in. How's everybody doing? How's everybody trading? Following the rules? Up, down, sideways, break even, wheels falling off the bus, all over the place. Give me some feedback. Best day in 2 weeks. Nice, Niall. Up in 30, been right here on the risk, not micros. All right, cool. Been up and down, but up 300. Nice. I was up and down too a little bit on one account. Devin up 300. Jam target. Okay, nice. Bill up. VWAP Wave for the win. 676 cash. Good. Doing well this morning. Following rules, but down quite a bit. All right. Nice logger. Okay. Ken, good. All right. Great. Wrong. All right. VWAP. Buyer in 430. Nice. 2/3 of the way. Greensies. Greensies. Flat on XFA. Patient as a mouse. Down 12 bucks. All right. Good job, guys. Looks like we got some good trading in here. Yeah, that will always come back to. I've been religiously locking out today. I traded 3 accounts. I'm on my 4th so far, and it's only been an hour and 20 minutes. Hey, Eric, did you watch the video? There's a video. Video walks you through how to do it. Oh, you matched my performance, did you? So we got green on this short-term signal line here. We got the rollover on the thicker candles here for the buy, almost beautifully. So we got double confluence. This turns green, soon we'll have triple confluence to the upside. Seems strong now. Seems like we're launching out of that bottom. That might have been it for the day. I don't know what just happened there. I just got flushed. Going for it. This top one has been the bane of my existence. Got flushed on that one. See if I can repair it. Come on. Let's go. $150. Come on. Let's go to 151 and a quarter. 151 and a quarter. Come on. Don't reject off 150. God damn, it's the point of control. Ah. Well, that's annoying. I was almost filled by like 4 ticks. Would have brought me green again. This has been a very slow Monday. God damn.
Also, being cited by Jupiter State affiliated.
Mine was a trade back to point of control. It just didn't fill me at the point of control. Point of control was my target. Was not my trading level. Was not where I was positioned. And it went there. Just didn't fill me by like 4 ticks. Should have just taken it. ES is recovering. Look at the V-shaped recovery on the Russell. Look at that. Crazy. ES. Still stuck below VWAP. Been very rainy here in Florida. Very rainy indeed. Still holding this long. Okay, let's try this again. One more time. Let's break 150 this time. 147. 149. 150. This was the previous rejection spot. 150. Break above it and hold, please. Thank you.
So 1 minute time, we're having Bank of England's Governor Bailey's tech release.
Come on.
Final with Governor Bailey giving a keynote speech at Scotland's Global Investment.
Here we go.
Summit.
Come on.
And his press conference is at 4 p.m. UK time, so 11 a.m. Eastern. Excuse me. So his event keynote speech will be at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. Text release in about 10 seconds.
Come on. 150. Above and hold. There we go. Let's go. Move it. Move the needle. Let's go. Let's go to 156. Ah. Back to 150. Held 150.
Text release.
All right. Let's go. Here we go. Beauteous. Beauteous indeed. From down 800 to up 630.
Bailey thinks the supportive environment for investment to drive innovation and economic growth, particularly for emerging tech and AI. Doesn't mention anything about monetary policy yet.
All right. I'll be right back. And then we'll do a little trader check-in. Ba-boom.
Bailey saying we must take a pragmatic and open-minded approach to
So you guys have to realize that oscillators don't give the best signals in a balanced market, which we've been in, right? It gave some pretty good signals, but they're a little laggy. Good shorts, good longs. This area has been a little tougher. But if you were long, right? Lower high on the signal line, trading above the confirmation line. We switched green on the trend. So, you know, overarchingly bullish, which I've been staying. Well, so it's all smoothed out, Maxie. It's not, you know, you guys have to understand how it works. It's not like, if you want real live delta, you need to look at real live delta. This is an oscillator, and oscillators work by smoothing out the price. The Zierman one works the same exact way. Well, that's just going to be your data feed. That has nothing to do with the indicator. Yours is delayed 10 minutes? Well, because you have to get live data. Futures data is not free. Well, then you need to contact TradingView.
Bailey says that I'm a strong advocate of pro-investment reforms.
Yeah, you need to contact TradingView if you're not getting live delta or live data at all. That has nothing to do with the indicators. You got to get live. Are you sure you paid? It's separate. It's not included in the TradingView subscription, Waterboss, just to be clear. It's completely separate. If you paid for TradingView subscription, that doesn't mean you have live data.
OpenAI's Broadman, speaking on Bloomberg Tech, says feature launches constrained by capacity.
Still going up. Good job, Jimmy. Be right back, guys.
AMD CEO Sue now speaking. Two sides are embarking on a massive build-out. I'll give the video up for you soon. We have posted out the video of AMD CEO Sue speaking on Bloomberg TV. Quick to watch.
So we overwhelmingly had bullish action on the delta, right, for both the short term and the medium term.
AMD chips in its station.
Confirmation line has been flat the entire time. All right. Whereas here, you can see clear trending conditions on the confirmation line. So I think the indicator gave pretty good signals. I know everybody wants to nail the tops and the bottoms, but I feel like this gave you pretty good insight into the overarching direction. Order Boss, I do have a video about setting up live futures data. Watch this video. Nice, Ray. Good job. Great trade. No, these are my settings. These are the same settings. I got 7, 1, and 50. That's it. I do have the trend clouds on. It's the only difference. Turn these off. It'll look a little cleaner. Water Boss, make sure to watch that video. Make sure you have your live data hooked up. That'll show you. Okay, cool.
AMD Sue says that she has full confidence in open.
I don't know, guys. I kind of am digging the oscillator. I think it gave pretty good insight. Was it perfect? No. All right, you could have gotten flushed here easily. Buying here. But it didn't roll over on this until here. So this was the iffy long. This was the quality long here. Pull back. But we'll continue. I'll continue to trade with it. I had a really good day today. Green across all 4 accounts. All right, so the oscillator's, saying buy the pullbacks, right? So we'll be patient. Allow it to pull back a little bit and see if we can get long again. But we are at value area high here, so we'll wait for a better pullback. Looks like buy the dips. Now, what was your comment earlier, Corey? Sorry, I missed it. Oh, yeah? Life-changing. I'm going to see Tom Hogarth next Friday. Al Brooks will not be there. I am an Al Brooks fan. Yeah, I heard about that. I can only go to so many conferences. Flying out to Los Angeles Thursday morning. I'll be there Friday, fly back Saturday. Across the country in 48 hours. There and back again. Very fast trip. And I know Tom Hogarth's all about, adding to winning trades, but if you're in a balanced market, that's going to crush you pretty good, no? So you always got to be in trending environments, I would imagine, to be able to do that successfully. So does he only trade trending conditions? That is a great question to ask him, Sean. I will ask him that. He'll probably say, join my group. See how I trade. He does it for free. I'm pretty sure it's all free, isn't it? But he hasn't been there a lot lately. Great question to ask him. He also trades Forex. See, like, why? Why would you trade Forex when there's so many better asset classes to trade? I don't understand that. Yeah, I've read the book. But the problem I had with the book, where he's like so adamant about adding to winning trades. Okay, how, where, when, why, in what condition? Like, that's so nebulous. It left me just with a whole bunch of questions. I did enjoy the book, but like, when he was all over that kind of stuff, I didn't really understand. Like I get it. Like if you only trade big trending moves, how you can do that. Like a trending day. Yeah, you can add to your position all day and make crazy amounts of money. But we all know, that's a minority of the time. And how many losses do you take in the process? Now I get it. Yeah, the best loser wins because you're going to lose a lot of trades trying to get into that big winner that you can keep adding to. So I get it. Makes sense.
The CEO suits the fortunate said that OpenAI deal is a big validation for its tech.
So like I wouldn't trade short this rollover or above the confirmation line. I guess we are getting a bit of a rollover. I guess we could try it. Take a little short. See if we can get something out of it. Nice. Covered one. Seem to be getting bought up though. Still short, 64 and half. There we go. Nice. Oscillator gave a decent signal on that one, guys. Now I'm interested, JP. And does he trade live or he just kind of shares his trades in his Telegram? Like he just types them? What does he do? Live? That's good. 592 plus Telegram. Looks like we're getting a bit of a rollover here. Shorted 61.5. Nice. All right, be right back. All right, well, not a bad day for a Monday. Not a bad day at all. Gold, oil. Big moves in oil. Yep. Oscillator settings are fairly simple. 7-150. Not using any of the other features currently. And then 1 minute. And then the Heikin-Ashi actually smooths it out a little bit too. So on my execution screen, I don't have Heikin-Ashi. Okay. I also don't have Heikin-Ashi anywhere else. That's just for the purposes of the stream and the oscillator currently. I heavily don't recommend trading on a chart with Heikin-Ashi. Executing on a chart with Heikin-Ashi. All right, we'll get a long signal here sooner or later. Waiting. Patiently. I mean, it seems like a low volume pullback, so I'm waiting to go long. That was bought up. I'm going to go long. Long at 63.25. That was awesome. That put me over 1K. You're welcome, Vilsey. Good work today. And we got the first real sign of a reversal on the oscillator here. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up here in a couple of minutes. Hope everybody traded well today. It was a good Monday for me. Really enjoyed using the oscillator today. It did add a little line of patience for me, I think. Waiting for better direction in trades. Kept me out of just, just picking spots. So that's cool. I like that. I think as I continue to use it, we'll get better. More insights. And combining it with our VWAP Wave setups. All right, so that's kind of a value area extreme off this distribution. We had a low volume node down here at 53. Waiting for a turn on the delta to confirm the leg up.